In this video, we are going to see different examples on how you can round down, round up, or round to the nearest decimal places for a specific number. So we are going to take the example of the sheet that we have created for the car parts. And here, let's say that we have a price after discount and it's approximately 46.98, 12.528, and we are going to experiment different roundings on this. So if we round down, let's say we want to round down this figure to 46 or to the nearest decimal places. For example, if it is 46.98, if it is a little bit above 46.5, it should round up, or otherwise it should round down to a specific number. So we will see all the examples: rounding down, rounding up, and rounding to the nearest decimal. So let's see the round down example. If we round down, let's say we want to round down to a specific number. In this case, we can either make 46.98 to 46.9, or otherwise we can round down to 46. Whatever is the requirement, we have to select the value first, which is this one, and the decimal places we want. For example, if we select 1, it should make it 46.90. That means basically we are rounding to one decimal place. So whatever is after that, it will round down to the nearest decimal in the first decimal place. So first decimal place is 46.9. Whatever comes after that, it will make it 0. So as you can see, 46.90. It is suggesting the autofill. So if we tick yes, it is going to ignore all of the decimal places after 1. So as you can see, the round down, this states that we want to round down to one decimal place. That's it. So whether it's 52, 23, 39, doesn't matter. It will always make it to the nearest decimal places, and that is very, very useful. If we say 0.5, what happens is it will round down to the main integer, which is the number before it, which is the actual number, not the decimal places. It will straight away round down to the nearest decimal. Even if we write 0, it will show the same results. So basically that's the purpose of rounding down. I'll show you further how we can round down to the nearest decimal places. Like if it is above 0.5, it should make it 12.6, let's say. And if it is below that, it should round it down. So we will see that example to the nearest decimal places here. Let's see the round up example. Round up, we'll select the value. And like I said, if we select the one decimal place, whatever is after that, it should add this up to the main one. So it should make it 47. It will round this above figure to the nearest, like 99, and cross that, and it will immediately make it a round figure by rounding it up. Similarly, if it is 50 to 8, like 12.528, it will make it 5 to 6. So basically, always the first decimal place should be rounded up, and when 46.9 basically rounds up, it will always make it 47. And when 12.5, this figure right here, the first decimal place is rounded up, it should make it 6. This should make it 3. This should make it 4. So it's always rounding the first decimal place. And similarly, if we make it like 0.5 or 0, what this will do now is it will make the integer round up. So if it is 12.58, it's 13, 29 will be 30, 9.3 will be 10. Okay, the last example is of round, the simple round. We will select the original value, which is this, comma. Now, how do we want to round? If we round to the nearest decimal places, this will give the same result as round up. But what this will do is it will basically round one decimal place, but to the nearest decimal. So it is not basically rounding it up. It is just making it round figure up to one decimal place. If it is 3 decimal places, it is basically limiting it to one decimal place only. So 12.528 becomes 12.5. 29.232 becomes 29.2. It's basically rounding it to a single decimal place. Here, if we say rounding to the 0.5, let's see what happens. Now it makes it like the rounding up. Now what happens is it will making this main integer change. So whether you use 0, whether you use 0.5, it will always round it like this. It will basically round it up to the nearest decimal or round it down to the nearest decimal. Not always rounding up, because when we use 0.5 or 0 here in the roundup example, it makes 29.3 round up to 30. But here, because it is 29.23, it is making it 29. So if it is below 9.5, it makes it 9. If it is 125.28, it's 125 basically. And if it is 187.92, the more inclination of decimal places is towards the upper end. So that's basically where it rounds up. 15.6 will be rounded to 16. 229 will be rounded to what? Just guess. Yes, 230. And if it is like, let's say 151.38, it should be 151. And it's making it 151.4 because it's 0.38. So that's also fine, because the more inclination of 38 is towards 40. Okay, what can we do if we want to just round it like this? 46.98 should become 47, and if it is 46.47, it should become 46.5. Like rounding to the nearest decimal places of 0.5, whether it's on the higher side or lower side, it should round like this. Round to nearest 0.5, let's say. For this example, we will use floor formula. These kind of situations will be dealt with floor. So select the value, comma, factor should be 0.5. So if it is 46.98, it is making it 46.5, but this is the example of floor. That means it should always move down to the floor, down to the nearest 0.5 decimal place. What if we want to move everything above? That's where the ceiling formula is used. We'll use the ceiling. Here is our figure, and we round to the nearest decimal place. This way, it will always touch this figure to the ceiling. 29.23 always becomes 29.5. 9.3 always becomes 9.5. So it's rounding to the nearest decimal places, that is on the above side. So these are some of the rounding examples where we learned how we can round down, round up, round to the nearest decimal places, round using the floor function, and round using the ceiling functions. So that's how it works. Just try this by yourself, and I will see you in the next one.